Distinguished guests, if you're able, please stand. Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kero, Governor-General of New Zealand.
Ko te amorangi ki mua, ko te hāpai o ki muri. Kia taui hono mana ki tanga ki runga ki tēnā o tātā. He honore, he kroria, he maunga rongo ki runga ki te mata o te whenua, he whakaaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Arohaina ngā teina, me ngā tuakana, e noho nei i rungi te whakaaro ko tahi pai marire.
Please be seated. E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā iwi o ngā hau e whā, tēnei au ki mihi mahana ki o koutou, nau mai, hara mai, ki te whare nei, te whare o te kāwana Tianara, ki Whanganui Atara. Ngā mihi nui ki a koe e te koro o Ngāti Awa, te mana whenua tēnā koutou tō whānau hapi. Kei konei, ngā mihi nui ki a koutou. Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Government House, Wellington, for today's investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge the Honourable Nicole McKee, Minister of the Crown, Mr Joe Harawira, our kaumātua, and Ms Puhi Wahine Tibble, our kuia, tēnā koutou. Hosting investiture ceremonies is one of the most important duties that I perform on behalf of His Majesty, the King of New Zealand. I'm delighted to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have each brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa New Zealand through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest thanks to you for your contributions. After each recipient is honoured, I invite you to join with me in congratulating them. Ms. Catriona McLeod will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Ms. Kath Anderson of Auckland, for services to the music industry. Kath Anderson, Ngāti Raukawa ki te Tonga, has been Chief Executive of the New Zealand Music Commission, or NZMC, since 2000. She's developed numerous programs and administered funding and support for the music community. She has helmed New Zealand Music Month since 2001. Her work with the Outward Sound program has significantly enhanced New Zealand's global music profile. She has led the NZMC through a period of immense transformation in the music industry, including the rise of digital streaming, the global financial crisis, and the COVID-19 pandemic. helping to safeguard the livelihoods of music professionals. Ms. Anderson has advocated for the power of music to effect positive change in society through initiatives such as music mentoring in schools and the music support and mental health charity Music Helps. Ms. Kath Anderson, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Emeritus Professor David Baxter of Alexandra for services to physiotherapy and health. Emeritus Professor David Baxter is an expert in musculoskeletal pain, physical activity and health, and photobiomodulation. He was the inaugural director of the National Science Challenge, Aging Well, which has become the pinnacle of research and science activity focused on the health and well-being of older New Zealanders. At the University of Otago, he has served as Dean of the Physiotherapy School, Deputy Pro-Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences, and Dean of the Graduate Research School. He was appointed Chair of the Physiotherapy Board of New Zealand and a member of the Australia Physiotherapy Council Accreditation Committee. He is co-director of the New Zealand-China Non-Communicable Diseases Research Collaboration Centre. He's authored numerous research papers and contributed to peer-reviewed journals and textbooks. Emeritus Professor Baxter is Editor-in-Chief of Physical Therapy Reviews. Emeritus Professor David Baxter, please come forward. Mr. Fergus Brown of Waikanae for services to the tourism industry. Fergus Brown contributed to the development of New Zealand's tourism industry for more than 44 years, including as CEO of Holiday Parks of New Zealand. While representing Tourism New Zealand in Asia, he opened new offices in Taiwan and South Korea and developed a group visa scheme for mainland China visitors in partnership with Immigration New Zealand. He's been appointed to numerous boards and trusts, including the Pacific Area Travel Association Trust, Tourism Industry Aotearoa, and Tourism Industry New Zealand Trust. Nationally, he's supported reasoned collective leadership within the tourism industry, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. He was the director of Tourism Industry Aotearoa and vice chair of the board. Mr. Brown drove the installation of fast chargers for electric vehicles at holiday parks in New Zealand. Mr. Fergus Brown, please come forward. Mr. Kirk Hardy of Auckland for services to drug abuse prevention and education. Kirk Hardy co-founded the Drug Detection Agency, revolutionizing drug education and drug testing programs across various industries. He led the development of a world-first substance information app, providing prevention and education tools to the public. He oversaw the launch of Imperans, a groundbreaking workplace drug testing digital platform. He oversaw the creation of the CSI Drug Recognition Training Program, equipping managers and professionals to identify and manage drug-related risks. He has spoken at global conferences, facilitated expert visits to Australia and New Zealand, and supported education and prevention initiatives with US experts. In North America, he served on the board of the Drug and Alcohol Testing Industry Association and helped establish the National Drug and Alcohol Screening Association, also creating its international partnerships arm. Mr. Kirk Hardy, please come forward. To receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. Willie Nalo of Wellington for services to the Tokelau community. Willie Nalo was instrumental in launching Te Kainga Whakaofo Tokelau I Willingatoni from Whakaofo Wellington Society, the community group of Tokelau Whakaofo Atoll in Wellington. He was appointed secretary and then Kailau of Te Kainga. He has led the development and implementation of their strategic plan. He manages their relationship with government agencies and was influential in securing land and buildings for a Whakaofo Tokelau community hall in Porirua. He's secretary and treasurer of the Tokelau Wellington Leadership Group. As secretary of the Tokelau Aotearoa Leaders Council, Mr. Nalo leads a team that oversees the planning and coordination of events celebrating Tokelau Language Week across New Zealand. Mr. Willie Nalo, please come forward. Mr. Frank Goldingham of Palmerston North for services to outdoor recreation and seniors. Frank Goldingham started Walking New Zealand magazine, a monthly publication that promotes walking, publicises walking events and walking groups, and profiles walks throughout New Zealand. He continues to own, publish, and edit the magazine. He established and organised the annual Manawatu Walking Festival. As the inaugural chairperson of Te Araroa Manawatu Trust, he championed the early trail development, lobbying councils for improvements, and applying for funding to connect the track from Fielding to Palmerston North. He supported the sledge track and backtrack segments of Te Araroa. Mr. Goldingham's contributions have made Manawatu a popular walking spot, and he has encouraged seniors to gain all the benefits of walking. Mr. Frank Goldingham, please come forward. Dr. Alicia Moyahu of Lower Hutt for services to Maori culture. Dr. Alicia Moyahu, Ngāti Awa, Ngāi Tūhoi, Ngāti Tuwharetoa, Ngāti Rangatihi, Ngāti Mahuta, Ngāti Paua, Ngāti Hikairo, Te Aitanga a Mahaki, Rongo Whakata, Ngāti Porou, has provided tikanga Māori advice and guidance on the national apology of the Crown to survivors of abuse and care. She co-leads tikanga and matoranga Māori at national and international events. She coached a group of female survivors to learn and perform the karanga at both the dawn ceremony and national apology to survivors of abuse in care. She's held a range of roles with various organizations, particularly advising on tikanga and te ao Māori. Dr. Moyahu is presently chair of Ngāti Awa ki te Whanganui Atara. Dr. Alicia Moyahu, please come forward. Mrs. Marilyn Yeoman of Hamilton for services to education and the community. Mrs. Marilyn Yeoman taught at various schools around Waikato, including 8 years as principal of Tamahiri Model Country School. As president of the New Zealand Principals Federation, she established a representation of Maori principals on its executive and guided the establishment of the first Principal Leadership Centre at Massey University. After retirement, she continued working with children with special needs at Insol Ave School. She has significantly contributed to the Hamilton Gardens since 1960, when she established the Friends of the Gardens group. Mrs. Yeoman has volunteered for her local hospice, been active in the Sir John Ambulance Association, and knits blankets for every refugee family resettling in Hamilton. Mrs. Marilyn Yeoman, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the King's Service Medal, Mrs. Tina Barrett of Rotorua for services to the community. Tina Barrett, Te Arawa, Tūhorangi Ngāti Wahiao, Ngāti Rangawewehi, was Secretary and Treasurer of the Rotorua branch of Ngā Wahine Toko I Te Ora, the Māori Women's Welfare League. She served as Regional Vice President and is a life member. She is a Ministerial Justice of the Peace and part of the Rotorua and District's Justice of the Peace Association Council. As a Judicial Justice of the Peace, she served as a witness for mental health patients. She is the Rotorua and Districts Association Registrar. Mrs. Barrett has held many roles within St. Faith's Anglican Church. Mrs. Tina Barrett, please come forward. Mrs. Deb Bell of Rotorua for services to the community. Deb Bell was founder and regional coordinator of Rotorua Special Olympics. She created magic moments, providing Christmas gifts to families in need. She has held leadership offices with Rotary Rotorua Sunrise and within Rotary District 9930. As regional coordinator for the Young Enterprise Scheme, she delivered business programs in secondary schools before her involvement with the Rotorua Youth Centre. She initiated the international youth mentoring program, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, in Rotorua. Mrs. Bell drove creation of the Ronald McDonald Family Retreat Supper Club, an annual fundraiser to provide holiday accommodation for families with a terminally ill family member. Mrs. Deb Bell, please come forward. Mr. David Ramsey of Alexandra for services to the community. David Ramsey was a member of the Alexandra JC's Service Club, personally convening at least 20 community and chapter projects. He served as the club's president and regional governor for Otago Southland. He's a member and former president of the Alexandra Lions Club. He's contributed to fundraising hundreds of thousands of dollars for community causes, notably as organizer of the Alexandra Easter Bunny Hunt event. He's organized catering for the Otago Cavalcade Horse Trek and other community events. He chaired the Terrace School Board of Trustees. Mr. Ramsey volunteers as a funeral celebrant. Mr. David Ramsey, please come forward. Dr. Glenys Weir of Gore for services to health. Dr. Glenys Weir began working at the Gore Medical Centre in 1981 as the district's first female GP, later becoming co-director. She is a teacher with the Royal New Zealand College of General Practitioners vocational training program. She arranged and led a local doctor peer review group. She has developed community-based care initiatives and supported timely access to care through weekly rural clinics in Waikaka, cremation referee services, and free school-based health clinics. She served as a medical sexual assault clinician, assessing and supporting victims of sexual abuse. Dr. Weir is involved in the leadership of the Waikaka Knapdale Presbyterian Church. Dr. Glenys Weir, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive an Honorary King's Service Medal, Mr. Eddie Fa'avai of Nelson for services to the Pacific community. Eddie Fa'avai drove establishment of the first Congregational Church of Samoa in the northern South Island, becoming a foundation member and the first deacon of the Congregational Christian Church of Samoa in Nelson. He was a founding member, chairman, and cultural advisor of the Nelson Tasman Pacifica Community Trust. He has strengthened relationships between the Pacific community and local iwi. He partnered with local stakeholders to bring the first migrant workers to the Nelson region. This initiative transitioned into the recognized seasonal employer scheme, and Mr. Fa'avai provided pastoral care to workers and helped with integration into the community. Mr. Eddie Fa'avai, please come forward. Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. To all our recipients today, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of fellow New Zealanders. In your own way, you have exemplified the sentiments of Ralph Waldo Emerson when he said, "The purpose of life is not to be happy, it is to be useful, to be honourable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well." Please wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you once again on your achievements, and I thank you for your service to our country. Kia ora, e huhu mai nei I tēnei rā. Now you will note that on the back of your program is the national anthem in te reo and English. I invite you to now stand with me and join in singing these.